Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Hello, and welcome to Drama Friday. It's Drama Friday. I got to wake myself up. I was late getting back from the daughters because I took the granddaughter out for a meal. And then I called in to the daughter and had a cup of tea and caught up. And then, I didn't get in until like an hour ago. And I was like, oh, God. I didn't sort that out very well, did I? But I'm here, guys. I hope you're all well. Hey, Bridge. How are you, sweetness? I hope you're well. Let's click this down here. Oh, God, we've got so much to go over. Oh, that's weird. Why did that come up? I just... Don't laugh. Why can I not get the stream thingy? Oh, that's weird. I can't get the thing up. View tab. Stop sharing. What? Oh, I'm trying to Bridge. This is all going really rather well. Hey, Barley. Hope you're well. Do you need to get Edna out of... Yeah. Is she over there again? Goodness sake. She gets out and about, doesn't she? Right. Now, hang on one sec. I'm going to have to... How do I do this then? How do I... Because for some reason I've got the wrong thing in the bar. Right, how do I do this? How do I share it? Let me see. Oh, hang on. Invite. Jan, you're so clever. Jan's so clever. Right, okay, do it that way then. That's easy enough. There we go. Hey, Edna, get your butt up here. So you came in from Monty's, did you? Okay, so you're gonna miss out on all the chat we're gonna have tonight. I tell you, there's so much to go over. Just too much to go over. We've got like rumours, yo mama rumours running amok. Such as asking for nudes. Hmm, that's an interesting rumor. I'm interested in that for sure. Um, and also there's something. How far up Jessica Messica's arse is he? How far? Is Yeah, it's quite an interesting question. Um, I understand that there were no pets allowed on the beach in Hawaii. Hey Edna, how you doing?
Hey, hey, Jen. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday! It's Drama Friday. I've had to get a second wind to go on because let me tell you, as much as I adore my little Oakley, he rips my legs to shreds.
Oh,
Honestly, I'm sick and tired of it. It's so
oh,
painful. We got Barley in the house tonight. Hey, Barley, how you doing?
oh, hey, Bali. Is that Cinta?
Is that Cinta? Barley, are you there, darling? Or have you clicked the
Hello, can you
wrong?
hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. Hey,
Yes,
Bridge,
I'm
how you
here. I'm happy
doing?
to see you all.
Bridge,
I'm glad to
welcome.
see everybody.
Oh, Bally's here too.
I know, I
Yes,
don't know
a
what
full
happened,
house.
but I let her in. Barley, was there anything in specific you wanted to talk about? I mean, I was
No,
just
not
going
at all.
over.
I just want to hang out and to comment. I will be quiet. I don't want to be obnoxious. I'm not here to be obnoxious.
You're not obnoxious. Don't be so silly. How have you been, by the way?
Very well, very well. I have been strolling around YouTube, also covering different subjects, very different subjects, because your mama said that I just cover his channel, which is completely bullshit.
Right.
But so I've been busy doing my own thing, and I've been getting recognized by some other people. You can say Music
Good.
is Marty, and I like it that everybody, puts in their input, and there's no right and wrong. People make mistakes. There's no right and wrong, but I like it. I like the position that I kept within the community. I never
Mhm.
aligned with anyone, and how you call it, aligned, or how you say it,
Yeah,
associated.
align's good. Align's good.
Yeah.
Yes, with anyone. And I'm really proud of myself because it shows at the end of the day nowadays. I feel pretty strong and good about myself.
Yeah, it's really strange. Why are you bigger than any of us, Bridge?
Because I'm the best.
For
I'm
God's
the best.
sake, I should be the biggest. Look at you at the bottom there. How dare you? Oh dear. Um, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? These people that keep saying that our whole channel's all about them and all we talk about is them. And there's somebody online that does that to me, and I'm like, do you know what? You wish my channel was all about you.
Yeah,
You
and
wish.
the audacity, the cockiness, the arrogance, I'm the best
Mhm.
streamer, and he comes with no receipts, with no facts. It's just all his mods doing the work. In the end, he just has a good appearance, and he's uh, good for the camera, and he has that entertainment in him, but intelligence or knowledge or anything else, he doesn't have anything to back up his. I thought so much more of him 1 year ago than it is today.
Really?
Yes, I thought so much of him. I was such a big fan. I was infatuated. I was like, this is a smart guy. He knows what he's doing.
Mhm.
And then I saw, with the mods, how he doesn't have his own opinion, and he doesn't do his own research.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, is it true that Fifi's gone AWOL?
Hmm.
She's
Actually,
disappeared. You don't see her around anymore.
That's interesting. Maybe she came to her senses. Well, maybe not, because I know she goes in she's one of Hustler's followers, isn't
mhm,
she? So
mhm, mhm.
maybe she hasn't got her full faculties with her. Um,
And
but
now we're talking, I don't care. I feel like it's like a private chat, but I'm aware that it's viral. But right now he's
I
having
think
a
viral might
family
be too much.
holiday.
Okay.
Edna,
Just
Edna, Shut up.
We're just public. We're just public.
Right, I was like, Byron might be saying a little too much. I don't think so. I think
There's
some.
7 of us in here.
Let me zip it. Sorry, Bally. Go
But the
ahead.
thing is that I'm sure that he's itching. He's itching. He wants to go live and make documentaries, or how you call it, streams, but he cannot because he's on a family holiday and he has to respect it, otherwise he looks pathetic himself. But he is there. He's biting his teeth. He's grinding his teeth because he can't go online. I know
Oh,
it. I
yeah.
feel it.
Oh, you just know it, don't you? But I think he
Yes, I
has.
feel it. I know it. He's grinding his teeth, and he hates it that he sees that I'm coming out with all the
He
headliners.
streamed
Boom,
from the
boom,
airport.
Martin,
He
boom,
still
boom,
uploaded
this.
things.
He
When he
hates
was
it.
on
He
his
hates it.
yeah, when he was
will
on
never
his
give me
other
credit.
vacations, he was still live streaming. Like I agree. He probably is.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of strange to me. I mean, my girls are both married and, have husbands and have children. And the thought of their husbands doing what your mother does it's just insane. And even like when he goes on vacations, he's still keeping up with people. And I think he
Yeah.
said the odd thing on Twitter and he said the odd thing on his channel. And I'm like, man, you're meant to be married with kids. What the hell are you doing?
I mean,
And
it's
I
not
mean,
surprising. A lot of people in girl world are like that. Like people like
Yeah,
to
I'm
talk
not gonna
about
hold that against him. That's also what I
yeah.
want. I'm not gonna hold that against him because also me, like sometimes I have to. It's just about a hobby, It's like it
yeah,
sucks you in. The girl world sucked me in, sucked many people in, and you constantly think about what's going on. Am I missing out? Am I missing out? Especially if you're a
yeah.
creator yourself. Especially if you're a creator yourself, you want to be on top of it, and it's hard for him.
Mm. How's it hard for him? All he does is sit there. Well, tries to sit there,
But because he
and
tries to look normal, he tries to make this normal life. That's why right now he's not online. But trust me, he's right now watching us and listening to what we're saying. Right now, this moment, this minute.
Hey, yo, mama, how's
How's
Hawaii?
how's are you drinking nice cocktails?
yeah, how's Hawaii?
Sex
How's
on the beach.
Hawaii? I was waiting to see whether they were allowed pets on the beach. I
Why?
don't
Yeah,
know. Yeah,
pets. Good one. That
pets,
was a good one, Jan.
pets on the beach.
Fantastic.
Oh,
That was the joke of the week.
Yeah, I thought it was rather good as well. But I mean, Barley, how do you feel about pets and this no-name person that we're not allowed to mention keeping his channel afloat? How do you feel about
But
them?
don't you see, your mama goes after the mods. That's the thing. Why I called him the other day with no shame, pussy bitch, because he goes after the mods and he goes after the people that gave him super chats. He pretends to have a big personality when he does not have one. That is a typical trait of a narcissist. That is a typical trait of a narcissist.
Yeah, it is 100%. Yeah, sorry, I'm still laughing at what
I
you
have
said.
no. Yeah, I'm gagged.
We did try and warn you a while ago, though, didn't we? We did try and warn you, but it's one of
Yeah,
those
I
things.
know. I had to feel it on my own skin until I realized.
Yeah.
But that's the way life goes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like that. People can tell me something about somebody, but if I don't see it myself, then I will sort of, just keep an eye out until I see it.
Yeah.
Or, sometimes you don't ever see anything. You think, oh, they're not as bad as people are making out. But, with certain people, you just know it's only a matter of time before everyone's going to see it, and I think we've all seen it. I mean, I know, like, even though he made this big hoo-ha about blocking Bridge live on his stream. I mean,
Did he?
Yeah.
he did it on his
Yes.
stream.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. I mean, how juvenile. So,
Childish.
although he
Called
did that,
childish.
yeah, but we still know that he's still looking. He's still
Right.
seeing everything that we
Yep.
all
And did you
say.
see Bridge and Edna? Because Edna, I know that you're lurking everywhere. Did you see the Did you see that Marty, Music Biz Marty, supported me when I talked about the Jessica Messica matter, and I talked
No,
about it very.
I
I
saw a
got
little of
support.
Messica talking to
So the
Cyrex,
thing is
but
that
yeah,
that's
tell
what
us about it.
people don't realize, that in the end of the day, I'm going to be the one that's laughing last, because
Mhm.
people will see what I pointed out long time ago, and your mama thinks that if he puts me down, that people will look away and I will disappear. I will not disappear. I'm
Oh,
just getting
wait.
Right.
older.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
Jan, did you see that clip that I think Tasha put up? I think you saw it, where he was talking about discrediting people. He was like, I'm
Yes.
gonna
oh,
discredit you so much until
Yes.
people
Yeah,
will
yeah,
never
yeah,
listen to you.
exactly.
And he's so stupid to say that so
Uh-huh.
publicly. I mean,
Yeah,
who
it's
would
not in his
admit to
favor.
doing
It's not
that?
in his
I
favor to
blame
show that he's
Trump.
a piece of shit. It's not in
Yeah,
somebody's favor to show you're a piece of shit.
Mhm.
it's been normalized now. People don't realize
Hmm.
how dumb they come across.
Yeah.
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 And also to admit to that as well, it's a
Hmm.
form of manipulation
It
Yep.
and it's a form of targeted harassment.
Yep.
And to actually sit there and admit to doing that, I
Hmm.
mean, the guy hasn't got two brain cells in his head. He really hasn't.
the thing is, the situation with Eugene being on his panel, I think he took that and he thought he really like owned
Hmm.
you in that situation, right? So that
Yeah,
just empowered him more. And it's like he's at a point right now, it's like, shut the F up. Like you're
yeah,
in a position, your little, you know, the
Baby, is
costume
everything
look
all
cute
right?
and he's dancing. Like he has a good thing going, but if he keeps yapping like this, he is gonna, talk
Hmm.
himself out of people liking him.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
100%. And I mean, it's only a matter of time. But you know what's quite interesting? It's quite interesting to see the people that have aligned with him. And there's one person in particular that I've actually got lined up ready because
Uh-oh.
I thought we'd do an old Twitter. We'll have a Twitter read. Okay,
Yeah.
and there's one person in particular that has aligned with him, which is really very interesting. And
Oh, wow.
I would be interested to find out why she has chosen to align herself with him. Hi Squish Squish, how are you, darling? I hope you're well. Right, so we know who I'm talking about. We're talking about Hecate. Hecate's okay, that bird. Okay. Right, she seems to tweet quite a lot and she's always well, she's always defending Slow Mama, and but she's got brazen. She's started attacking everybody.
Oh,
Jesus.
man.
I've got her blocked for obvious
I'm,
reasons. I can't be bothered with
I have
that.
never muted. Let me light up my sage to get the spirit.
Yeah, you might want to do that, girl. Um, Yeah, so here we've got, I mean, 2 hours ago, she's actually tweeting at Yabba. Now, everybody knows Yabba is suspended for terms of service violation. Um, I don't know what the TOS she broke. Does anyone know? Does anyone care?
I think it may have been copyright. I think
Oh,
somebody
okay.
struck her for copyright, maybe.
Okay. So little Hecate, Hecate's daughter, as you know, she's tweeted her 2 hours ago. Yabba girl, you have now admitted you married a sick F.
Hmm?
Please keep moving, and I would like a battle royale style fight for the lolcal crown between you, Sam, Breezy, and FFG, if that's
Oh my
possible.
goodness.
I mean, who does she think she is? She's
Yeah,
just
I'm more than sure that Yaba it will block her.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, she's obviously desperate to get some sort of attention. Let me see.
I don't
What
know.
did I get from her, Bridge? I think she's just, always looking for attention.
You said that before, and I kind of believe that. Yes.
Yeah. And I think, she'd rather be on Yo Mama's side. I mean, we know what she's doing for him. She's like getting all the information. She obviously spends way too much time online when she's not flat on her back. So that's probably what she's doing. What?
Look, okay. So we just want to put out that disclaimer at this point in time. These are Jen's views. This does not represent the views of the entire panel. Thank you.
Oh God. Well, I mean, she's a proud hooker. What can I say? Anyway, so she jumped in on this, right? Grift gang can't help themselves. They have to talk about kids, the creators and audience. They all do it. I mean, let's not, beat about the bush. They all blooming do it. So somebody is calling Alex Glitter a dirty hooker. I don't know if she is or she isn't. She's done nothing to me. And I like a bit of before I call somebody something, I like a bit of evidence. And when the evidence I've got about Katie is that she's actually said it. And so that's why I do refer to her spending most of her time on her back. So anyway, so Yabba's talking to Gaining Ground. Okay, we don't need to read all about it. But what I find quite interesting is that here comes Katie's daughter getting her nose stuck in. I tell you, she must be short of John's. That's all I can say. Well, she needs to start walking around a different block. Go around another block, love. They're all bored with you. Been there, done that. They're like, nah. That's why she spent so much time on it, guys. You all right, my lady? So then she's jumping in. It's got nothing to do with her. LMA. Oh, thank you. I love and receipt. What? I love and receipt, and Yabba needs to keep mooing. Well, I mean, it just nobody's interested in what you got to say.
That's crazy.
Right,
my goodness.
Yeah, and also she's laughing and talking about the support group. Oh, and then in comes Pistachio.
Oh gosh.
I don't pay any mind to her on Twitter. I just I don't even look at her page, to be honest. If it's anything
her
like
voice is
her,
very, very entertaining. Her voice is, I have to say, she has the most funniest voice. So strong and so out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it feels like she's been strangled. Like, someone's got her around the neck with a scarf or something and pulling it. Oh. Right, we've got another confession. Here we go. Right, I don't know who she's talking to. Amber. Oh, damn it, Amber. Okay. She's put, I also have a criminal record. These things that she's proud of. I mean, what's going on, guys? What's happening? I also have a criminal record.
I mean, I can imagine that she's proud of it, but maybe yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, carry on. You've jumped in. You might as well finish off what you were saying, love.
Well, I was just thinking maybe, it's so common that she just like, well, I have, because a lot of people would say, well, if you haven't been in X, Y, and Z situation, then you can't speak on it. So I think she's probably offering that piece of information to say, I do have a right to, voice, give my 2 cents because I have a record or I've done X, Y, and Z.
Okay. So there's 4 of us here, right? How many of us have got a criminal record?
Probably everybody except for you, Jan.
No, I have to go through a background check just to get it.
Well, sometimes I ask them those stupid questions. Don't bother answering it, girls. Just don't bother, all right? So anyway, so she said, although she's got that record, she was still able to get her paralegal license. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure you did. Because even the Law Society knows everyone gets into shit sometimes. Do they, though? do they?
I mean,
Why do?
that's a paralegal license. Like, that's not that hard to get, is it?
No, I wouldn't
No,
have
I
thought
got in a
so.
lot of shit without wanting. This just happens in life, especially if you travel the world and everything. You don't know the laws and what is okay and what's not okay. You can get in shit without expecting it.
Yeah, I forgot you were here, Barley. I know, darling. You've been on the wrong side of the law. It's fine. I still like you.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that, people are born into certain circumstances that they can't help. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like honestly, you have some people that just don't have a chance at life. So I can't fault them if, they get like they're stumbling through until they get to a certain point and then maybe they can clean things up. Like I can understand that.
No, like for example, my parents, there's different mentalities you grew up with, and my parents were criminal people, and it is what it is. And they wanted to teach me their ways, and they said that this is the way because this is how they thought. But I said, no, I want a different way. Like my parents would tell me, if you see $5 on the floor, pick it up. Don't wait for the person behind you to pick it up. Don't be a moron. And I would tell my parents, but if that's not my $5, why would I pick it up? And then they would tell me, well, that's why you are a moron. And they said, we don't understand how you turned out
Yeah.
from us. You are so opposite.
Very nice.
You're so opposite. You're so stupid. They called me stupid because I thought, but why would I pick up that money if it's not mine?
Right. And I mean, I
Oh.
remember there was a time where like I was in school and I saw like some money left out. And I was just, going through my day with my mom and she was like, "You didn't take it, did you?" I was like, "Of course not." Like and she offered to give me the money as like a reward or like as a, just like a supporting me and like making those kind of good decisions. So that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these parents can really shape their outlook and their life and everything.
Oh, yeah, of course they do. I understand that, definitely. So, we're not gonna go in I'm not gonna go into her parenting at all. I just wanna see some of the crap that she comes out with on Twitter. I saw you were having a bit of a ding dong earlier, um, Bridge, but
What?
I had to come out. I was at my daughter's, so I couldn't get involved. I don't know. You're always having a ding dong with
I just
somebody.
No, not with her because she's muted.
Yeah.
I was talking. I did say something about her because I was telling my dad about her.
Oh,
Where
that was it. Yeah.
yeah. Where I was just like, yeah, she was all on a live stream, drunk as hell, bumping into the mic, knocking stuff over, and
Really?
my dad is like, no, no, she wasn't drunk. That was just the magical superpowers surging through her body because I said she was a witch.
Oh my God, the delusions of grandeur. And here she's saying, I still can't believe the nerve of her to say she's going to strike anyone after years of reacting to Foodie. Now, this is one thing I don't understand. Just because people are reacting to Foodie doesn't mean to say that they should be struck. Why?
Right,
Why?
right.
Yeah, I mean, people react to people, excuse me, for years and years. It doesn't mean that they should be struck. So,
Right, but people what they call reacting in girl world isn't really reacting. Like a lot of reaction videos, you're like looking at it, people are giving facial expressions, they're giving commentary. These people just attack Foodie, call her heifer, and this
It's just
they
bitching. It's just bitching.
yeah, they're just tearing her down. She can't even tell the story. And that's not to say that Foodie don't be talking out her butt and just saying whatever. Like that's a given. But you're responsible for what you put out there as well as the reactor. So if you're
Yeah.
digging down to her level, you're no better.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Edna. I love you.
Oh, thank you.
oh dear. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to stay too long on that subject because I can't stand Foodie and there's other things we need to be talking about. So I'm just gonna see here because I've seen that she's brought in Pew Pew. Poor Tasha. And all
Beautiful
Tasha wants to
Tasha.
do is
I
show
like
her
you, Tasha.
vegetables. all she wants to do is grow her own vegetables. God love her.
Oh.
So, anyway, so here she goes. Would love to hear what Pew Pew Tasha and Lo have to say about this. When I said women in a video didn't look 16, King Lo lost their shit. If you can't tell their age, you shouldn't approach them to ask, is what she said. This was the rhetoric on panel. It was very obvious the women. Hang on, there. It was very obvious the women weren't 16, and I agree with you.
To be
All
honest,
right.
it doesn't matter what age they are. Leave women alone.
Right.
Exactly. And I'm laughing at Yo Mama and his mates making that big deal about thinking they're bumped into like 16-year-old girls. I mean, yeah, okay. Right, we get rid of that. We're going to move on, guys. We're going to move on because we've got so much to talk about today. So we're going to move on to this one. All right. Yeah, you still fit in there, but only just. Right. Okay. Do you know what? I did this so perfectly. And oh, nice. Right, hang on there. That's it. We're all in there. We're all tiny. So, girls, there's so much to go over. All right. I noticed, right, I've had to put this little video up here to remind me of what to talk about. That's one of the reasons I put it there. All right. Yo Mama was ripped a new one by GP.
Okay.
Did anyone see it?
Was
Not
it?
me.
Yeah, I don't really watch GP.
I don't
Oh no,
know.
yes, he was. It was great. Sorry.
He really was ripped a new one. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see how, what response he gets when he comes back, because that was some, yeah. I don't like the man. I can't stand the man.
GP.
But yeah, as Squish Squish says, GP made great points. He did. He did make good points. So yeah, I want to see. Can you imagine? I bet your mama was sat on the beach, his toes dug into the sand, thinking, "Damn, I can't say anything."
Well, and the
So,
thing is, he didn't attack him. Like he went point by point against what he's saying using his own words. You know what I mean? Like it was a great show of like this. It was like how your mama thinks he's discrediting people. GP actually did it.
yeah, I thought he definitely came up with, and like we said a little while ago, coming on and saying, yeah, well, what I like to do is I like to discredit people, and then to the point that nobody believes what they're saying, and then even if they are saying, the truth, nobody's going to believe them because I'm the discredit king. Just piss off, you moron. It's like, no, I just can't with him. He can't, can he? He absolutely cannot see his own hypocrisy. It's insane. It's insane. So I want to know who paid for Yo Mama's trip to Hawaii. That's what I want to know. Was it Hikati's daughter? Or was it? Yeah, I think that's a good question. I should have done a poll. Do you know what, Bridge? I never found that poll again. You know the poll I never found it again.
It's still going.
It's still going. Wherever it is. I don't know what happened to it. It's just like, no. Anyway, it's probably because I'm a boomer. But something else I've noticed. Gigi is obviously looking for more views, because I didn't know that back in the day, and I'm talking about 4 years ago, he used to react to FRIDDAAY. And he also used to react to ALR. And he used to get a lot of views. He used to get like 25K views.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to get a lot. But then when he changed and started talking about drama, all his views fell off. So the only reason I sort of looked into this was because I noticed he was doing a live about Foodie last week or this week. And I thought, why is he talking about her? Of course, he was praising her, of course. Um, and it made me look back at his channel and see what he's done in the past. And I was quite surprised. He's done a lot on her. Um,
Because when
and
he first started, I used to watch him because it was lighthearted, it was funny. But then the drama started, and then he had Foodie on his live stream, like he brought her up as a special secret guest, like he was doing something, and it just
really?
it got weird and too much drama. It was too much drama.
So why would that if he I mean from what I gathered, from what I've seen, most of what he was saying was quite positive towards Foodie because I didn't realise he was on a weight loss journey when he first started.
Mm-hmm.
So what I can't understand is why people would turn against him for bringing up Foodie.
No, because it was the whole situation with Charlie Gold, and he started like
Yeah,
disparaging Charlie Gold and Life of a Free Spirit and stuff, like because
yeah.
he wanted to be cool with them, but like people like Charlie was like, I'm busy and she doesn't really do collaborations and stuff like that, and he got mad and like turned against her.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Because when I looked at his channel, I mean, it's quite amazing actually to have lost that many
Mm-hmm.
that many views, and now I mean, he's lucky if he gets 2,000 views,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's not surprising after the whole was it discounted life
Yeah.
account, and I mean, it wasn't just he turned against him, like he really drug him down.
And then
it
that's when
is.
he hooked up with Negs and everything like that, and that's what did him in too. It was like just ugh.
Yeah,
Really disgusting, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I didn't really know of him back in the day,
Mhm.
I have to say. So, I mean, I've learned a little bit more about him, and looking at his channel, I was really shocked. I just couldn't
Mhm.
believe when you look at what he's actually getting nowadays, you can understand. I mean, okay, let's get it up here. All right, okay. So, all right. So if you look here, right, so he's got 11.7K. He's had that for a while.
Mhm.
But what interested me was was it the lives? Yeah. Um did you see that one? It's a British
Mhm.
invasion. Did you all see that? You
I've
know
seen.
what?
I do not watch these people anymore. Like they keep
Mm,
eyes on like us, but I do not watch them. I don't seek them out.
you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
You're really not. And this one I will say, I thought I it didn't bother me at all because he didn't just sit there calling me names like some people do.
Uh huh.
He was going over things. Yeah, he got some things wrong, of course. Um, but he was going over things and I liked his screen because yeah, I'm an artist, so I love all this, and I thought,
Hmm.
wow, he did have a good screen going on there. Um, so yeah, and hadn't noticed this picture before. I like that. Look at me. I look like a little boy. That's all right. So who have we got in the chat? I mustn't forget the chat here. His live views make no sense.
What do you
I
mean?
know. Are we talking about Gigi? Have you noticed how Yo Mama's live views don't make any sense either? And nice to see you. Nice to see you. Should know your name. I've forgotten it. What, AK. Nice to see you, darling. I hope you're okay. Um, yeah, so I just need to see, was that a video he did on Foodie? There. Right. So he did this video. This is what made me look, right? He did this video on Foodie, Foodie Beauty, the fashionista. Okay, this one here.
Mhm.
And he didn't even get 1,000 views. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. What
Mhm.
did he used to do? So all these sort of pre-recorded ones, he doesn't even hit 1,000. Well, that one he did. And I thought, oh, now that's interesting. So then I looked at the oldest ones and I couldn't believe, right, that was 4 years ago. Right. So whenever he talks about his weight, his own weight loss program or whatever, he
Mhm.
never gets very many views. But okay, 4 years ago, okay, I shaved my head to see if I'd lose weight. No, really. So what happened? I don't know. Anyway, I mean, he does look big there, doesn't he? He does look quite big there. But I mean, I don't care what size people are, it's who they are. Inside. That's what's important to me. So anyway, so as soon as he moved on to Amberlyn Reid, okay, so we've gone from oh, hang on. I've skipped forward too much. My weight loss journey, okay,
Mhm.
quick update. 4 years ago, got 127 views.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he did Foodie Beauty has aliens and beef on the brain. He got 9,000 views for that. Then again, another weight loss journey, 229 views.
See, he should have stuck with the weight loss content.
He wasn't getting the views for that though.
Yeah.
He was getting a hell of a lot more. Look, and then Foodie Beauty takes aim at Charlie Gold and other videos react. And I will say, I used to quite like him. I remember saying to you, Bridge, I don't mind him because I think he's quite funny and blah
Mhm.
blah. He speaks well and everything. But when you see him back in the day, he's so much better. He's obviously got his act together.
Mhm.
Whereas
Mhm.
if you look at him, I mean, even though like he's shouting there, but this is where he obviously got all his subscribers from. See
Yeah, because
again,
I remember watching those videos.
do you?
Mhm. Yep.
And he was like Amber, he would get 10K, Foodie, Foodie 19K. I mean, there's a big difference. So when I saw that, I thought, oh, that's why he's gone back. That's why he's gone back to Foodie.
Because he's tried to rebrand a couple of times.
Has he?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's look at chat. Likely is view botting. What's view botting?
Like,
Oh, maybe
but
paying for views. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Have a great weekend too. Squish squish. Are you off out, darling? I'm going into London on Sunday. I agree with you. The more I've seen of him, I definitely agree with you. And I mean, even a month ago, he did a reaction, pre-recorded on Foodie. He only got 961 views. So
Because he's
he
been away. Yeah, he's been away from it for so long.
Mhm.
But also, I feel like foodie is getting like people aren't really as
Yeah.
interested.
Yep. True.
Foodie is just so boring. Did anyone? Oh, hey, Gothic. Hi, nice to see you. Um, did anyone see Foodie in the pool?
I saw pictures.
Oh yes, she was wearing so much. She like jumped in and there is swim
But at
dress
least,
like
I have
covered
to
her
say,
head.
I don't like Foodie Beauty, but I'm proud of her that she at least did that. I know that she felt ashamed.
Yeah.
She knows exactly that she looks very terrible, but she does it
Yeah,
because it's her livelihood, it's her content. At least she
yeah,
doesn't, is not a breezy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And she's desperate for, well, both of them, but Foodie is desperate for views now. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know what her views look like at the moment, but yeah, she's desperate for views. So I just thought, do you know what was running through my mind though? I was thinking, oh my God, this woman is going to cause herself a serious injury one day.
Mhm.
And I mean, when she went under the water and she almost drowned because the abaya went over her head. I
Oh
mean,
my goodness.
Jan,
what are
I know
you?
that you dislike Foodie Beauty very much, but I must say that I've been following Foodie Beauty for a long time, and I hated her so very much when she was obnoxious. But now I cannot hate her anymore because I see that the life she's living, it is just scripted and lies. The only thing
Yeah.
she has in her life to hang on to is the YouTube channel. She doesn't have family.
Mhm.
She doesn't have friends. She has nothing except this YouTube. It is so
Mm,
sad, and at least she's giving it her best, and I feel bad that she doesn't want to get better. I gave up on trying to give her advice. But at least, like she's not a hypocrite and a shitty person like the other assholes. I feel bad for her sometimes when I see her, like with the pool, it was nice, but I know that as a woman, she knows she looks ridiculous. She doesn't feel good about it, but she's just giving the people what they want.
but what about the choices she's made? Okay, I can understand that to a certain degree. But what about the choices that she's made and the
Shitty
lies
choices,
she's
but we all
told?
make shitty choices and we learn. We have to all be forgiven at some point. Look at her now. She's not anymore getting drugged up and doing childish things. She's now doing things that we don't understand really, and she's not
Mhm.
having a good time. It makes sense for the YouTube, that's all. But I feel
You know
pity
what I
for
think?
her.
You know what I think's really sad is knowing that she appears to have nobody really
Nobody. She
in
has
her corner.
nobody. She has nobody. No, but she doesn't have a
Mhm,
friend. She doesn't have anybody. And I know that feeling. That's why maybe I can relate to her and I feel bad for her. I have
mhm.
a lot of people, but nobody more close, nobody that can relate to me, my life today.
Mhm.
I understand what you're saying, Bally, but I don't really feel bad for her. She's in this position only because of herself. She
No,
had a
you go,
whole
Edna. You go and you feel bad for Monty. Go back to
huh?
Monty and feel bad for him. Mwah, 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 mwah.
But
Oh, yeah.
like we watched her like just dog peace out, right?
Yeah.
Like even if she came back to Canada and was like, okay, I'm gonna move back and get an apartment, like he probably would still be there right for her.
Yep.
And then with her parents or her family still taking care of her. She's making these choices to be in Kuwait and to live this life. Like, so I mean, is it
Yeah, but she
sad?
has no
Of
other
course.
choice. At least she made some choices. She did something, unlike other people. They don't do jack shit. They just complain. She did something about her situation. And we all know that
Yeah, I
she's not
agree.
having fun. Having sex. That she's not having sex. She's not having fun. She's not laughing. When have you seen her laugh on the camera? Like real laughing, like having fun in life. Not since 1 year, because she's pulling it
Yeah.
through. Because she knows she's got to survive from this. This is her life. This YouTube is her income. She got to make the content work for the next coming 10 years. She can't retire right now. And she can't work anything else. And it's fact.
So do you think, like, okay, if she decided that she was going to have a complete change in her life and she was going to not necessarily change her personality, because we know
I
that
wrote her
that's never going to
emails. I
happen.
told her, let me be your manager. Let me try. You want to go to Europe traveling? Let me travel. I wanted to help her out. But she cannot
Mm,
trust anyone. This is Foodie Beauty. This is a narcissist. And I can understand narcissists because I come from a family from narcissists.
But
mhm,
Belly,
And
no,
the
she
people
trusts
narcissistic, they will
Salah.
never want to give, they will never want to trust. They don't want to depend on anyone because they have never been able to depend on anyone. They had to struggle all their lives. So they will never, ever fully give trust to anyone to collaborate. And that
I have to
reduces them. That
disagree. She
minimizes
moved
their
across the world to
opportunities
be
in
with this
life.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Barley, just let Edna say what she had to say there, because Edna has always, I don't want to say stood up for Foodie, but Edna's always, she's very sort of open minded, and I've sort of squabbled a bit with Edna over Foodie. So let's just hear Edna's take on this.
No, that's what the thing is like I get what you're saying, Bally, but I just think that she made the choice to be with it. Like she's prior, you know what I'm trying to say.
Prioritizing.
Prioritise.
Putting this man having this relationship or having the illusion of this relationship and this religion and all this over doing things that could really honestly, move her forward or it would be like the traditional ways. Like she could be in Canada, getting therapy, working on her health and all that kind of stuff with the support of her family and at least peace as a friend. But she didn't choose that. She's choosing to
Mm,
be in Kuwait with Salah.
Edna, I love you very much. You're a very sweet person, but you're too good of a person. Foodie Beauty does not care about her health or this is a fantasy. She knows that this is work. She's taking this as work. She knows that without income, she cannot help herself with health and other things. So right now, she's just securing her income, which equals views, which equals content. This is what she's doing. She's keeping the reactors hungry, not giving them what they want, making them feel stupid because it's boring content. Then she's giving the other people, the new subscribers, what they want to see, this nice Canadian woman. She's playing her game very well. She knows how to play her cards. You got to give it to Foodie Beauty.
Hell no, she does not know how to play the game very
Not at all.
well, because she would have more viewers, more subscribers, more everything if she took her health seriously and got her life together.
I
But
wrote her this many
years and
emails.
years,
I told her this many
for
emails. Really get
for
it
years
going.
and years, for years and years, she says she's going to do it. She's attempted to do it. And then she always backtracks because she doesn't want to listen to anybody. So your emails to her mean nothing because she
mm,
listens to nobody.
She doesn't want to
yeah.
do the hard work. I told her this too. You just don't want to put in the hard work because she's afraid that if she can't fail again and fail and fail, it's already ridiculous. It's already boring. So she's got to make a content that keeps the people attracted, because this weight loss journey is already old. It's boring. It will not give her this content that
We
she's
all
making right now
know,
with this script. It's
Barley,
getting
we
her
all
the
know,
views.
Barley, we all know that she's not serious about losing weight. We all
Mhm.
know that. We
She
can
knows that
see
it's
the
a
way.
lost case. It's hard for her to be. Don't you guys hear when she talks about I want to have a six pack? She's trolling the people. She knows she will never
Yes,
have a
I
six
know.
pack.
And I've always said she's the biggest troll. Most definitely. Her and Amberlyn Reid. And I'm not talking about stature. I'm talking about the things that they do online. It's just to troll people. And this she never wanted to lose the weight. When she realized that she was going to get paid a lot more money by just sitting there, ugh,
By playing the
stuffing
victim,
food
by just
into her
by being a
face.
gloatinous woman. She saw that makes money and she's like,
Yeah,
okay, why not? Like it's an
that's
easy
right.
income, right? She doesn't want to work. She wants this easy income. It's fact. And then she also said way before, I want to have my own TV show. She always wanted to be, and I can relate to her because I also like entertainment business. But I know I will never be an entertainer. That's why I support many other entertainers like Yo Mama FBRC, because I believe they have potential that I
No,
don't
no,
have.
no, 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 no. Stop there. Yo Mama is not an entertainer. He is not an entertainer. He's a
He is. He has
manipulator.
that. He has that. You cannot say that, Jan.
No,
Yeah,
He
no,
he
has
no,
that
no,
is.
no.
entertainment, the smile, and the. He has the vibe.
Well, it depends what you call entertainment. I think, right, what I was going to start by saying was that the problem with, right, firstly, to be an entertainer, you've got to be likable, okay? Now, okay, so Yo Mama may be likable to some people, so they may find him entertaining, okay. Booty, on the other hand, is not likable. There's nothing that she has given out that makes her likable.
But people love to hate her. So I don't think she has to be
Exactly.
like huh?
I said exactly.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you don't always have to be likable in like a your mama way. You can be, you if she's playing the villain or she plays or I don't know if that's what she's trying to do, but that's what
No,
she's
she plays the
capitalized off
role
of.
whatever you want her. You want her to be the nice Muslim, she will be. You want her to be the victim, she'll be. Foodie Beauty already knows how to play the cards. It's a very vicious game in this YouTube world. And I don't know if this will make her happy in the long run, but she's at least securing her future. She's making sure that she's got some content, because without stories, you got no content. Foodie Beauty bases her content on stories. She needs stories, and that's is
But
why
she's a
this is all
terrible
scripted.
storyteller.
Yeah.
Well,
How can you listen to
Edna,
somebody telling a
please
story when
write her
they're
an
stuffing a
email.
chicken leg in their
Please
mouth?
write Edna. Write her an email and promote yourself as you should be her person that writes the scripts.
No, no, I'm done talking to creators.
No. I mean, I do know where you're coming from, Barley, because I think you're quite an empathetic person, but I think that there's some people that you just can't help. And I do feel that food is very complex in that, sometimes it's very difficult to understand why she does certain things. But you can still uh sort of surmise or uh get a get an idea of the personality traits that she has. One of the things I would say is that she is 100% narcissistic because she doesn't care about anybody else. The only person she cares about is herself.
Yep.
And that includes her family, her sister, her friends, the boyfriend, ex-boyfriends, whatever. She's not interested in them. She's only interested in herself. And I think she lives very much for the moment. She's not
I agree with
interested.
you, Jan, but I know from your history you come from a big family. You have many brothers and sisters, big family. True?
No, I didn't. I have a big family now. Hi, Sherry, and hi, Sasha, and hi to everybody, Luna, who came in. Um, I started off in my life on my own, very much on my own. And I gained a family a few years back. That's when I gained my family. And yes, I do have I have a lot of brothers and sisters and cousins and everything, but they're strangers. I've never met them. So it's quite complex,
But you
but
have family, people that don't have family, it's very hard for people to live a
no, no,
normal
no, no,
life
no,
that
no, no,
don't have
no, no,
family.
no. Did you hear what I said,
It's
Barley?
but Bally, it's like the
I heard you
same
started
difference
alone,
because
but you made your own family within time. And you have
but
family,
Bally,
but
you
they're
can have all the
strangers.
family. You can have family, but if you don't have a relationship with the people, it's as if you don't have any family. Because
Yeah,
when your cars are down and you need to reach out for someone to help, they're not going to help you.
yeah, exactly. And I think, I mean, we've had I've divulged quite a lot about my childhood and everything, and I'm not going to lay everything out on the table, but the things that I've said, I can repeat. And one of the things is that I was brought up in a home and I had no family until I made my own family. And that's
Well,
why
good for
my
you that you made your
children,
own family. It's very good that you were smart and you were not silly and you knew to make your own family. I did not have that courage. I never made it. I didn't have the courage.
yes,
Good
darling,
for you.
I know, but let's not get off the track a bit because we have discussed that before. So let's get back to
Wait, but
um,
before Jim, if I could say something before we move on,
yeah,
Bally, you have made a family. You have
Yep.
your husband Steve. You take very good care of him, from what we can see, right? And you have
yeah,
Cinta. That's your family.
I told her this before too, Edna.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you,
it's
Edna. I love
true.
you so much.
I
You're
mean,
welcome.
some of us don't have or aren't brought up in family environment like myself. Um, and growing growing up and entering the adult world is scary. And
Yeah.
It's scary.
there's many
Yeah, it's
people
very scary.
there's many people that fall by the wayside, but um, I don't see that as being the problem with Foodie, and I really wish that people didn't make excuses for
Mhm.
her because that's all I see them as. I see them as excuses.
Because my whole point is, if I can interrupt you, Jan, like you're a middle aged woman. You're a middle aged woman. Your mom, your dad, or you're crying about that. Grow up. You're a
Yeah,
middle aged woman. Grow up.
exactly. Exactly. Because I never had anyone to fall back on when I was going through certain things. In my early adulthood, I had nobody to ask for help,
Mm-hmm.
So,
You know
and
how
I
it is.
would never have made the type of choices and behaved in the way that Foodie behaves. There's a reason why she's never married. There's a reason why she has no friends. And it's got nothing to do with her size.
Mm-hmm.
It's to do with who she is as a person. And I think, people are too quick to say, and it's the same with ALR, they're too quick to say, oh, yeah, but they had such a hard time when they were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make you a nasty, abusive person.
Mm-hmm.
I've never abused anything or anybody in my life. So I think, this uh idea that people just hate on her because she's fat, got nothing to do with that. Oh, we've lost Barley. Um yeah, so yeah, no, and that's why I remember when Edna used to bring Foodie up and I'd be like, no, I can't talk I can't talk about her because she triggers me too much,
Mhm.
because of the way she is, and it's
Because
got
it takes
nothing
a lot of
to do.
work, and you don't wanna hear somebody's sob story when you've done the work and pulled yourself up by the
Mm-hmm.
bootstraps. I get it. I mean, I also get, like, what Bally's saying where it's extremely difficult to kinda do it alone, X, Y, and Z. Like, I can relate, but at the same time, it's like it's kinda like tough titty,
Yeah.
th
Mhm.
there's nothing you can do but to do it.
Yep. It happened in the past. We got to move on. Move on with
None
your
of
life
us
now.
none of us have had perfect childhoods. I'm sure
Right.
we haven't, but that doesn't give us a green light to go out and behave badly. And I think the point that I one of the things that I detest the most about Foodie in particular is that she trolls people, and some of the things that she said and insinuated are just disgusting.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what really annoys me is that she's talking about being on a health journey. I can understand I've lost a lot of weight. I still have a lot of weight to go. She sits there with a platter of rice big enough to feed 10,
Yeah,
shoveling it with a serving spoon on a platter, talking about a six pack and all. That's infuriating because it's
Mm-hmm.
like,
yeah,
what are you talking about? It's just utter foolishness.
yeah, it is. And I mean, I haven't even looked at it from that perspective, because I don't have weight issues, so I've never looked at it from that perspective. But yeah, I can imagine that must. It's like someone kicking sand in your face, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It
If you're
is.
trying really hard to lose weight and you've got somebody like that,
Because she makes us all look like, we're BSing. And
yeah,
people, I mean, people really do have issues with food addiction or, whatever the case might be. There's
mhm,
a million and one reasons why someone could be overweight or obese.
mhm,
But, she does us no favors.
yeah, no, and yeah, I just think she's just disgusting. You're com- made it disconnect your listening. I'm sad enough. Foodie is annoying, but this is all she. Yeah, and I understand what you're saying. And that's the thing, Barney. We're all going to look at people and see different things in people, and perhaps feel connected in some way to somebody and their struggles. But we're not all going to feel the same. And I'm very open in how I feel about her, and that's why I don't really like talking about her, because she just winds me up like a top. So I'd just rather not talk about her. I thought another thing we could sort of talk about is the Negs and DC thing that's happening at the moment. We'll finish on them. I cannot believe. Are you up on it, Bridge?
Not really. Not really.
I don't know
I have no
which
clue.
chat we can look at. Hang on. I know. How are you guys with Owl? What's her name? Original Owl. How are you guys with her?
She's all right.
It's a dump
I don't
fire.
watch, so I don't know.
Okay. I just think it's like insane that they're still at it. I
So
just
what's going
cannot
on? Is it Next
believe.
and DC against like the world, or what's
Yes,
Yeah,
oh,
always,
okay.
always.
literally.
Because
Got it.
I thought DC had gone quiet. I thought Negs was just out there doing his thing, but then I
Yeah.
heard that she's popped back up.
Where
Yeah.
is she? Rumble?
I don't know where they are. I don't know.
It's like, how can you talk smack from outside the club? You can't even get in.
No, they do though. They do. They still, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm not over keen on Owl either, because she's got that sort of accent, and I struggle with that. But I just thought we could just have a look at what she was saying, because I was listening to it while I was doing the gardening. I have to admit. So yeah, let's have a look at this. Right. Okay. Let's put this on. Let's see. There we go. We won't have it on too big. Yeah. Are you happy with it on there?
Sure.
Right. Okay. Now, what I want to do, she's very good. She puts in all her chapters. Not
Oh,
really that
nice.
interested in the Yabba thing. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that, to be honest. But okay, let's see what she has to say.
And then Tragic also let us know, which I had posted on my Twitter as well. He said, well, there you have it. This will not end well. This has become a scam by these plaintiffs. A countersuit is in the works as well. So,
Okay, hang on. I forgot to say, aren't they taking someone else to court, Bridge? Isn't the attic taking somebody else to court?
Okay, so the attic is being taken to court by Hussey again, and then they are also taking Yaba, and I think somebody else, Yaba and Sam, to court.
Oh, so what are they taking them to court for?
For using their image, I think. Yeah, using their image, because I think Sam had stickers, and then also the emojis in the chat and stuff that were of DC.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, and I can understand that. That's not very nice, because I'm sure they weren't very complimentary pictures. But
Right.
having said that, I mean, can she really do anything about it? I mean, what does that fall under? Trademarking? I mean,
Yeah, it's copyright. That's what DC said. I remember her talking about it a long time ago, that it was copyright, because Sam was profiting off of her image.
yeah, I suppose, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
If she's getting money for it, then yeah, I guess so. Well, that'd be interesting.
Well, yeah, if it's the emojis, that's part of the membership. She's certainly getting money for that. She's selling
Mhm.
stickers. Yeah.
Okay. How many lawsuits are they gonna have?
Seriously.
Right, so this
Yeah,
bit, she's
there's a lot of
talking.
people around here. Where are the lawyers, the real ones?
Right. So AK has obtained counsel. Good for her.
They have to like tell the court that they are
Can you
representing
hear this?
somebody.
It's very
I
quiet.
believe.
Yeah, it
So
is
that's
very
that.
low.
See, I don't know how I can
So
turn this up.
AK got an attorney in her lawsuit against Hussey. There are so many different ones going on right now. I have to think before I say who versus who. All right, let me take a look at this again.
Listen, you think I'm bad, Sasha? I can see what you're writing in there. You think I'm bad? I think Owl is terrible on the computer. She never knows what she's doing. So shut your face. It is indeed. It is indeed. It's going, isn't it? That poor woman must be turning in her grave.
Oh, I hate to see people like squander their
I
inheritance.
know. I know. Next use people's faces in channel emojis back in the day. Yeah, he's just vile. I mean, there's no other word.
Okay, AK obtained counsel. Tragic mentioned the countersuit. Okay, I think I'm ready to move on to Miss DC. Now, you guys can tell me if you knew this, but I missed it. I completely missed it. DC filed a motion to dismiss in the
Okay.
case Hussey has against she and Negs for breaking the agreement again.
So, what do you girls think about that? Do you think they've got a point in that, or do you think Hussey's going to like win that one as well, where he's
Hussey,
saying that they broke the terms of service type of thing?
Do we know what the
they
agreement was?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Al went over it, and he put a whole lot of fabrication in those documents because he said that DC was talking about him in a certain live stream. I went to the live stream; she did not talk about him at all. She said
Hmm.
he said that what's that guy, the crochetter, that DC was in the
oh yeah,
crochetter's chat saying a whole bunch of stuff. Sam went over that and went over crochetter's whole stream, and DC didn't say anything
yeah,
about him.
Do you
yeah.
think that she deleted her post?
No.
No?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
No, no, he didn't say anything. I mean, he was being a bit, he was calling him names, but I mean, he
Mhm.
wasn't defaming him or slandering him or anything like that. But he was trying to, trying to claim. So I think he's going to lose that really badly. And I'm
Yeah.
absolutely delighted for him. I look forward to another steaming stream where he just gets absolutely hammered, as we'd say over here. I look forward to that. Um,
DC filed a whole motion to dismiss on April 28th. So I either missed it or I forget it being mentioned. Let me pull it up so you guys can see it.
I agree, Sherry. He definitely needs to lose. He definitely needs to lose. He needs a hint of reality. That's what I'd say. Because at the moment he feels as if he's
He is.
untouchable, like anyone would want to touch him. But he does feel that he's invincible, you know. He
Yeah.
brought down the big DC. It's just laughable, but hey,
I should have had the site pulled up too, but let me
why
get
is
this
her
up first.
sound so low? Let me see if I can settings.
Is the sound on the actual video turned
There we
up?
Yeah, yeah, it's right
Okay.
up.
Okay, so this is
Audio
a motion to dismiss. That is not it,
automatically adjust.
but it will be in a second. Resting Brandon face for $1.99. I have nothing to hide, says woman in hiding. That's right, Rest.
Yeah, it's her audio.
Resting Brandon face, pretty much. Okay. So I'm gonna look in the chat for a second and see if you guys has anyone read this yet? I don't watch Sam. I truly do not watch her anymore. And she deleted all her shit. So I'm not sure if she talked about this whenever she was talking about.
That's not the bit I wanted to say. Right, next, what does that say? Yeah, apparently this new lawsuit that they're, saying that they're going on about,
Mm-hmm.
she hasn't even filed yet. I
Oh.
don't know. I don't know what their problem is, other than it must be very boring where they live because they've obviously got nothing to do with their time.
Could you imagine a whole lawsuit? I
It's
think
mad.
I would learn Spanish. I would learn a dance. Like there's so many things that I would put my time towards over a lawsuit with people, strangers on the internet.
I know. It's just insane. Owl with her 100 face filters. Don't be fooled,
Oh
Jan.
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Has she? Does she like to filter herself? I don't watch a lot of her, but I did click on this because she's talking about DC and I thought, oh, okay. And of course, Yabba declares war. Well, of course she will do. Hussey's too loud. Yeah. Oh my God. Isn't he just? I think he's just got his settings up as loud as they can possibly be. 100%.
The Hussey DC stuff. But yeah, DC went
Sasha,
and
that's
filed a
hilarious.
whole motion to dismiss because their next hearing date. Oh, I have this. This is why, guys. This is why.
Oh God, she goes on. Right. DC and Negs filed a motion to dismiss Hussey's suit. Yeah, and so they should. 100%. Let's move up to AK and Alex try to be mean. Well, I can't say I blame them. To be honest, I'd be a bit mean as well.
I took Sam's advice. Okay. For once, I took Sam Tefler's advice. Okay. She said this. She was very convincing.
If y'all haven't watched AK and Alex, their stream from today, you've got to watch it. They're fucking hilarious.
They're fucking hilarious. She said, Sam says, herding people over to AK and Alex. So I said, okay.
Did I hear that? I mean, I've been offline nearly all day, so I'm a bit sort of behind. Did Sam lose her channel as well?
I
I
don't know if
haven't
she
heard that.
lost it, but that she was what is it like
Suspended.
suspend that, thank you, for maybe, I don't know for how long, but for copyright.
Wow.
Who's Sam as well?
Oh
Or are you
wait, I
talking about
don't know the difference between Sam and Yaba.
one's got blonde hair and one's got black hair? Come on, Edna.
Wait, is Sam the one with black hair?
So
Sam
yeah,
went live
she
last
is.
night. Shall we look at Sam instead then? Because at least her thing might be a bit. We may be able to hear that. I'm just worried that none of you can hear.
We can
Next,
hear, it's just we have to really focus. That's why we're so quiet.
you're always quiet. Right, DC immediately starts berating. Hang on, DC. Right. Are completely innocent. Oh yeah, I love it when they say that they're innocent. I just love it.
So if you're going to sit out there saying, "Oh, they didn't do anything. Nobody did anything," yes, they fucking did.
Oh yeah,
Yes, they fucking did, and they
It's documented.
bragged about it.
in front of you same people.
Right.
In front of you same people who sit there and deny it happened. They bragged about it.
Yep.
So are you saying that you're stupid?
Talk about the odd couple. I mean, I'm still in shock, guys. I have to say, I am still in shock at this pairing. And there's not much that shocks me.
You know, I really feel bad for women that feel like they need to have a man like any man, you know?
I know.
I understand there's so much pressure to have. I mean, look at Foodie, right? Like there's so much pressure to not be a single woman to what X, Y, and Z about. Like, I am more than happy to be left alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. And I mean, I get people online, like the hustler and Katie's daughter that say, oh, she's looking for a man. No, I'm not. I'm really not. Been there, done that, had plenty, done. Okay. But some people feel that unless you've got a man by the side of you, then you're worthless. No, I love this time in my life where I've had my kids, I've got my grandkids, I'm a free nester now. What do they call it? Empty nester now. I
Empty,
can
yeah.
do what I want to do. I love it. And the last thing I want is some old codger coming into my home, burping, farting, and sharing my bed. No,
Right?
not
Because
for me.
there's definitely a man that would be there with you. You know what I mean? Like that's the other thing. People pretend like, oh, you can't get a man. Listen, if this is the option,
Yeah, I know. Say hey Katie for us one more time. Hey Katie, hey Katie, hey Katie. That's what I call her. Yeah. Who would call herself that? I mean, for goodness sake, woman.
She's a witch.
Oh, right. I thought she meant to be a Greek goddess.
Yes, but okay, because I looked this up a while ago. There are people online that call themselves Hecate's children, and they are women, and they're mostly white women, and they basically
Why am I laughing?
It's hilarious. That's why I keep on calling her witch. They are women that think that they are witches and like can predict the future and do tarot card readings and stuff like that. And she does that too. She's a witch. She's a
She's a witch.
I don't
She's a
want to say
witchy
anything about
witchy.
anyone's beliefs or anything. So I'm just
Well, at
gonna.
least it gets her easy. At least she can get around easily, like when she's going around the block. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't have to walk. She
on her
just drives around on her broom. And then jumps, swoops down whenever a car slows down. She swoops down. I'm here for you. Take me. And give us your money. Yeah. All right. I've seen you, Katie. You carry on, love. You just carry on.
Are you saying that you're hard of hearing? Are you saying that you have extreme bias, that you're willing to let your own bias and own loneliness ruin the lives of other people, even though somebody probably ruined your fucking life, and that's why you're sitting here doing this?
These
The mental gymnastics.
Oh, I mean, I find him more entertaining than Slow Mama, I have to say, because he comes up with absurd things that it's like, what?
You know what? I think there's something about your mama. He reminds me of like this kid that was a class clown growing up. So I think that's why I kind of like, I don't know, it's like I have like a love for him. Next just reminds me of like, you know, some douchey. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the man, you know, so it's like no hate towards Next, but it's just like what he gives off is just not the same.
Well, he's got plenty coming from me, I'm telling you, because I just I'll give him double amount then. All right. Yeah, don't worry about that. Class clown with bad grades. Oh, absolutely. 100%. I do have to say this is off topic just a little bit, but the steaming one, you know, I'm talking about the steaming one has said that he studied psychology because he wanted to be a psychiatrist.
I don't know. He has it wrapped up in his mind that he does something other than what he's doing. It's like you think you're sitting up there doing anything other than tearing those people down. Get out of here. And you're no better than, and the thing is, if you're so smart, why are you getting tied up in the foolishness with them? Getting doctors and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you're oh my
god. Edna love, who are we talking about, darling?
We know who we talking about.
We know who we're talking about because me and Bridge, we're lost. Bridge has gone silent. She's gone into the kitchen, getting herself a drink. Who are you talking about, girl?
I'm not naming any names.
Okay, then. All right. We'll carry on then. But I'm just thinking, could you imagine going in to see a psychologist?
Oh, goodness.
And there's the steaming one sat there.
That's the problem with American healthcare right now, mental health care. You go. I was watching Monty talk about PG, and I mean, listening to her for a minute, like I feel so much for her, right?
Mhm.
And she's talking about being with the therapist, how they're working on a plan. Are you kidding me? This is how you act when you have help? That's
Oh my
crazy.
God. Yeah, but maybe she doesn't live with the psychologist.
You
Yeah,
have to
Edna is Switzerland, and we
Edna,
that for Edna, don't we? We love her being Switzerland. All mountains and white peaks, although they're probably brown peaks in Edna's case.
yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Self-awareness.
I'll
Self-awareness.
tell you what I saw in the case of Negs against Sam and Yaba, and when DC came into the mix, it's always been an equal back and forth fight.
True.
Sam and Yaba say something terrible about DC. DC goes and digs up a bunch of shit about Sam being a bad mom and an absent mom. It's all back and forth.
I just have to say, give me one thing that that DC saw in Negs. Can you imagine, Mark? You're on a blind date, okay, and you're in a nice restaurant, and some guys like booked a table. Well, no, you booked your own table, okay, and he said, "Yeah, all right, I'll be coming along about 11 o'clock. It's all right." And she's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll be waiting for you." And in walks this. I mean, come on, girl. I know you're getting on, but come on.
It's always been equal back and forth. So now they're asking us to forget all the shit they did and just look at all the shit that Sam and Yaba did to them when they're all equally responsible for all of it. And all of them could just walk away. Just walk away.
Yeah.
That's all they have to do.
That's right. Nobody's telling them to switch on their computer.
Right.
You know, it's like,
Or
what do you not
nobody's
understand?
saying that they have to talk about them.
No, I know. Are you having a good time down there, Sherry? They get me like this. It's the girls on panel with me. I'm not like this, really. Negs won't walk away, though. It's all the attic's fault. Well, yeah. Okay.
Is walk away and not say those things about each other.
But at the same time, too,
Worst, my most
like
Sorry,
they
Bridget.
have been forced away. Neither of them have channels on YouTube. They're not
Yeah.
Right.
they're over on Rumble, they're on TikTok, wherever they are, but people still go to seek them out. So
Yeah, because they're rubberneckers. You know, the people that are going to seek them out are rubberneckers. They want to see what's happened to this couple because they're so
It's like the fall from
disastrous.
grace, right? It's terrible.
I know it, and that's why, you know, sometimes I'm interested to see what's happening because it's just like an accident waiting to happen, or the accident's happened and they're still flailing around in all the debris, still shouting abuse at everybody. It's like, just cut it. You know, you've found somebody that you've fallen in love with, you've got a house together, you've got a sprog, as we call them over here.
But the thing about it is they keep going because they know people are going to watch. If people didn't pay them any attention, they would just fade into the distance.
That's true. That's true. So let's see what Sasha's saying. Ned is so angry about the 3 YouTube channels from 3 years ago. He won't rest till they're all YouTube less. Yeah, I agree. But then why did he lose his channel? Just stop acting like a pillock. You know, start acting like a grown man and producing something. I mean, as much as Slow Mama is like, well, we all know he's just slow. He does actually try to put on some sort of show. He's upped his game. He's copied me. He's put up copying me. So at least he tries. But him, he just stands there. I mean, no. Anyway.
egregious thing I've done to anybody is call them a.
Oh, did you notice he's got some hair growing?
Oh,
He's going to be attractive again, guys. Let's go back to that bit. Hang on. Look, wait. When he turns, you can see he's got some hair growing.
So if you're going to sit out there saying, "Oh, they didn't do anything. Nobody did anything," yes, they fucking did.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they fucking did, and they
documented.
bragged about it
In front of you same people.
Right.
In front of you same people who sit there and deny it happened. They brag.
All back and forth.
Oh, sorry,
It's
guys. I
always
went
been
back
equal
too
back and
far.
forth.
Being a cunt
Oh,
kind of makes it true.
What does that have to do with
And
that?
see, can you see he's got little curls at the bottom there?
oh, how sweet.
Oh, you can imagine them lying in bed. Oh, no.
Stop.
You can imagine, forget that, take that image out of your heads, okay? You can imagine DC stroking him.
Jan,
No,
please.
we don't want to. We don't want that image either. Stop. What are
No,
you doing?
thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Hey, Hissy Wig, how are you, darling? I hope you're well. Right, okay, let's see. The second Ron is ignored, Ron will say stuff about the people he wants to respond. Exactly, they all do it. They all do it. Even the steaming one does it. He did this whole video. He did a live today where I was the topic. It's like, really? All right. And that's because he wants me to respond.
Yeah.
You know?
They made the drama their content.
Yeah. And he'll use it. But how annoying that I'm just calling him the steaming one, because all he does is get steamed, steaming drunk and crying into his microphone. That's all he does. That's all he's fit for. Drunk and steaming. That's it. So yeah, you respond to this.
I'm not just sending that to just one person. That's a lot of people. There have been a lot of fat cunts.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Right. So what we're doing now, or what we will be doing now, is we are going to get a copy. We're going to get a hold of the call that went into the fire department yesterday.
Yes.
And
apparently they had a fire engine turn up at their house yesterday.
At the store. It was at the store.
Wow.
I know I shouldn't laugh, but I did. Sorry.
They should be sued, or they should have to pay for that waste of resources.
But is it
That's
true
ridiculous.
though? Is
They
it
have
true?
pictures. I saw the pictures on Twitter.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Where on Twitter? Are you following DC?
No, heck, she blocked me a long time ago. Somebody posted them. I forget, but I think they said DC was at the store and Negs was at home, and she basically, I guess, took pictures or filmed the police and the fire department being there.
Oh my god!
You know what they said to get them to show up?
No idea.
Okay, people are calling it. So Hissy Wig says people are calling it a SWAT when it wasn't even a SWAT. They could have just been on a practice run. Do you know what I mean? You think it was? I'm not going to put that on the screen. That posted the pics. Okay, I thought you meant that sent the fire brigade. Oh, so it was to the high-end shop in Connorsville. Yeah, it was like
this is the CD shop, right?
A high-end junk shop.
High-end junk shop.
I cannot believe that they're selling CDs in 2024.
Don't you remember when Yo Mama was first talking about it? It was like, yeah, okay, well, some people do sell CDs. I thought, oh, you're such a twat.
I haven't had a computer with a CD-ROM, DVD-ROM in like 10 years. What did you
Neither have I.
Right.
Neither have I. And I'm a boomer, guys. And yeah, what can I say? Hi, Terry Lynn. They called in smoke coming out the back door. Oh, it was probably him having a puff.
Oh,
right.
Or Clara having a puff. You know how she goes on the old old vapes. Yeah, it's probably her. Okay, your fault.
And when we listened to it, we have been offered help in tracking down the person who made the call if the voice isn't immediately recognizable or the number isn't, if it was a Google Voice number, and we've been offered assistance in tracking down whatever.
I don't believe that at all, because the police, did the police turn up as well? Wasn't it
I
the
think
police
so.
and the fire brigade? I can't imagine that they're now going to try and track down somebody who's phoned up, you know, a prank call. I mean, guys, it happens all the time, sadly. It's disgusting when people do it. I'm not talking about going to where they work, but it's disgusting to do that, because they are taking away that service. I don't have to preach about it, but you know what I mean. But I mean, so now, you know, they're so important in this place in Connorsville that can't stand the sight of them, probably, that they're now going to help them out. Yeah, all right, DC, I believe you.
Whoever created that Google Voice account, and we will be pressing charges to the fullest.
Yeah, because the
Oh, they're going to press charges to the fullest. Not half a charge, a full charge, all right? It's going to be a full one. Yeah. All right. I'm really scared. Why am I scared? I'm not even
Right.
in
I was like,
America.
did you do it? They have Google Voice over there?
Oh, dear. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Clara is turning a prank call into a federal case. And she'd like to. Do you know what's so funny is how she sits there, all sort of, you know, 5'0" of her. I know you two are small, but you're not.
I
5'0".
know, I'm 5'1", Jan. Get out.
5'1".
Yes.
Oh my God. I tell you what, when we meet, it's going to be a bit like Gulliver's Travels.
How tall are
You
you?
two are so tiny. You're going to be like up to my knees. I'm 5'6", you know. I'm tall. I'm
Oh, wow.
statuesque. You know? Amazonian. That's what I am, all right? You little munchkins have come along.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. Munchkins isn't an insult, I hope. That's what I call my grandkids.
No.
Right, okay.
the departments are pissed and they want answers.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they are. I bet they're
Yeah,
really
what-
pissed.
yeah.
Yeah. We want answers. Who did it? Did it?
All of this is being used to get views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Right, hang on. What we've got people in the chat saying? I've seen someone get swatted. They have no idea what it's like. They were at a neighbour's and all over the place, like roaches all geared up. Oh God, scary. Yeah, that's why I'm not coming to America. All right. Right. Government officials get swatted and nothing is done about it. But DC thinks that she'll find out who did the call. DC, I'm pretty sure is one of your new friends on your panel. Does she have panels? Who did she have on her panels? She got new friends. Share is a tip as well. I always thought Americans were big.
All of it. They are fine that all of it happened. They're up here talking about. There's no reason that they have to tell anyone that they're working with the police to try to figure out who it is. There's no reason that they have to come on here and tell everybody, but they're doing it.
Yeah, they're working with the police. It's a bit like the steaming one when, you know, I'm going to walk around to the police and I'm going to tell them Jan called me a bad man. Yeah, all right, Hamster. Get on with it. Nobody cares. Right, okay. Sasha's trying to school me. Sasha needs to go to the naughty step. Right, Jan, they have SWAT teams in England. They're actually the only ones that can bear arms. I know that, Sasha. All right, I know. Right, she invites these extremely racist individuals. Oh,
Really?
really? What's the S word?
That's what I was thinking.
I was frightened to ask, but I've asked.
The N word or the S word?
The N word or the S word? What? Stop laughing, Sasha. I'm being serious. Clara and Ron's new friends are swatters. Oh, I think
Oh.
Mexican.
Okay, got it.
I
I
still
don't know
don't
what
even
that
know.
word is.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it is, but I'll take it. Oh,
His-
okay. And
yeah.
is it like,
Hispanic. It's short.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
got it. SPI. Is it 6 letters?
5. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
5.
5.
5.
Edna,
Yes.
you're good with the numbers. Come on, where are you? Is it 5 or 6? Oh, never mind, Edna.
It's 5, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, I got it. See, we don't really have that. Oh, did I tell you he was going off about all the Mexicans that have come to Indiana, Connorsville? They've all turned up at Connorsville.
Okay.
Racist piece of shite.
Anyways, while saying they're not going to do it.
What you did, you know what? Here's the problem: is you did it to businesses. So not just me, but the 2 businesses neighboring to me, the 3. Hell, if all 6 of them, they all 6 could file a complaint as a business. If that had any,
But what would they complain about though? Oh, we're complaining because a police car and a fire brigade, fire engine turned up. I mean, what are they going to complain about? Talks out of his ass. Really does talk out of his ass. I need to check. Well, do I really need to check this out? They've been nasty today on panel, and DC was there laughing along. Oh, really? So these people, they're all racist. Okay, what are they laughing about?
Oh, there's so many races around here. That's not surprising.
Oh no. That's why I'm not going. All right.
the impact on their business, they could file a complaint. And tomorrow, I'm going to go visit the rest of the business owners. I'm going to talk to them about what happened. I'm going to talk to them about
tell us
what the situation is. And I mean,
just how can she be sat there with her bloody scraggy hair, listening and not laughing? I'm sorry, I'd have to leave the room. I would.
That's her man. She's gonna stick beside him.
That's her man. Hey, hippie co. Can you smoke or vape in a business in Indiana? I don't think you can smoke in all businesses. I don't know. No, I'm telling you, she was outside. She's got the back door open. She was outside puffing around the vape. And someone said, "Oh my God, that place is on fire."
like, yeah, and with it being a business, affecting a city's tax income, affecting jobs, affecting things that will bring people here.
Oh,
listen, the DVD shop is not that popping, I'm sure. Calm down.
Just give it a rest, man. For God's sake. And she's still sat there, look. All right, yeah, go on, Negs. You tell them, darling. You tell them.
It's just like they don't take a look around at the mob with pitchforks and torches and go, "Oh, maybe we're the fucking problem." Like, I get it. You don't like me.
Yeah, you are a problem. You are.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's going to be a problem with when that hair grows, because all he's going to have is that little bit at the bottom. The bit at the top isn't going to grow. I mean, no, man. Please. But I'm sure DC finds you attractive. Yeah. That's all that matters.
Fuck the fuck off then. Go watch something. Go watch some exercise videos before your husband comes home and finds you dead with a fucking corn cob like this in your throat because you can't fucking wait to eat it.
Do you know what? I actually think if you were to meet him in the street, he would be one of these little men, because he's not very tall either, is he? He'd be one of these little men that goes shuffling along, looking down at the pavement. He's like that.
I agree.
I don't think he addresses anybody. He cannot handle confrontation, and he especially couldn't handle confrontation with a woman. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, Ron is 5'6" in heels. Oh Lord. I've heard here said that he may be homophobic. Not homophobic. He is homophobic. We know that.
Mhm.
But he could also be gay. Is that right, or did I get that off the rumor mill?
People have spoken.
I have no idea.
I don't care. Couldn't give a monkeys.
Get off the cob.
But you are coming on. Your stream yesterday was tragic as a power bottom. Tragic. It literally says Tragic's fucking name. I have his page right here. Tragic, you ain't gonna do shit, ya twink.
See, how can he seriously talk about taking people to court when it's a bit like the steaming one, because everything that he puts up on his channel is insulting people. And you know, how do these people seriously think that they're going to get away with, or they're going to present as victims?
I don't think they've taken a intro to law class or anything. They obviously have no idea.
I
Right.
know. Yeah, as AK says, they're dangerously delusional.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually believe that of Hussey. Oh, I said his name. Damn. I do believe he's dangerously delusional.
Yes.
100%. I do, because I think if he was in the wrong place and somebody fronted him, I think he would lose it. I think the hustler is different to Negs in that I don't know, I can't see him running from confrontation. Look at the way he was with that man who was out having lunch with his family. So
Well,
I think
I mean,
anger would be too much.
We know that he got beat up at the bar.
Oh, that's right.
He tried to blame it. Yeah, they tried to blame it on DC, like DC had anything to do with it, but most people suspect it was him and his mouth and what he does when he cusses people out.
Yeah. I mean, if he couldn't control himself, and you could just see the anger rising when he was sat and, you know, a lovely little place to eat, nice little bistro to sit outside. He couldn't even control his temper when he knew that he was on live stream. I mean, that's a dangerous person. I'm sorry. I mean, most of us, I would say, would have the ability to stop ourselves losing our temper on stream unless we've got a real anger issue. And I believe that the hustler has got real anger issues, whereas I don't know about Negs. I don't know. I think he's all bluster, Negs. I think, you know, if you were to meet him in the street, he wouldn't say boo to a goose.
Right.
I think he's what do they call it? Lily livered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you want to say anything, girls?
I was just thinking about the last time I was yelling somebody in the street. I was like, "Am I Lily Livered?" Like, no, I have to step away because I've been and punched somebody. But as you know, I'm short, so I don't have to stand up.
Oh, Edna was stamping her feet on the pavement.
Just stumping away back into my
and being all cross.
What can you do?
Yeah, I agree. I think he does show a lot of hostility. And he doesn't hide it very well. I mean, he tries to hide it. We're talking about the hustler. He tries to hide it with humor, but it's not humor, and he can't hide it for very long. And that's why even when he does his live streams, when he's supposedly, you know, showing his people what a wonderful city New York is, he'll sit down on the nearest bench and just slag off anybody that he wants to slag off and just be really hateful towards. And that's, I feel, because he's emotionally unstable. Now, I think with Negs, I don't know. I think it's more like he's a sport. I think he's been a mummy's boy and probably still is, and now he lives with another mummy, and he just acts like a juvenile delinquent.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I mean, he dresses like one.
right. Let's see what the chat's saying here. Right, it's what I used to do in school. I used to copy my friends' work, just change a few things here and there so I could try to fool the teacher, but it never worked. Oh, I never saw you as a cheat. Yeah, he does. He definitely needs rehab, but he also needs mental help. He definitely does. How do you defame a role player? Sorry,
Right.
now, how do you defame a role play character though? Hussey is not a real person. It's a pretend character. Can Hussey vote? I don't think so. You've got a good point there. And I think, he tries to say that he's playing this character. Yeah. If he's playing the character, when he goes supposedly to a house of law, a court, why is he going dressed as that person?
Right.
Is it just to fool the judge? Look, this is me. This is the character. Or is he just doing it because he feels that, it's very politically incorrect to talk badly of certain groups in society. Sadly, not black people, but there we go. So I don't know. I question why he feels that he needs to wear the wig to court, because we all know that whether he's wearing a wig or not, he's still vile. Yeah, what's that? Does his ID say Miss Hussey? Yeah, I doubt it. Exactly.
Because all this stuff is happening online and he's suing people for defaming him online, but people are talking about Hussey and he said that Hussey is a character. So how are they defaming him as an actual person if it's a character that he's playing?
That's a great point.
Good point. And why is he then? Yeah, that's a really good point. It's too late in the day to think about everything about that. But yeah, I would love a judge to ask him those questions. But the problem with him is we know, and we've seen it with our own eyes, that he lies, and he lies in a court of law as well. So he would say something like, oh, well, I'm a cross-dresser, I'm this, I'm that. Well, either you're a cross-dresser. Okay, so you're a cross-dresser who screams abuse at everybody. Okay, so when you're dressed up, like when you're normal Kenneth, as we all know what his name is, then are you still hurling abuse at everybody? Or do you just do that in your characterization?
Right.
And I think we all know the answer to that. 100%. It's full of BS. I know, Sasha. I know. Yes, exactly. Last time he was in court, he said he was gender fluid. Get out of here. I think he's getting confused with pissed. He's just drunk. That's what he thought. He heard the word fluid and thought, oh, yes, please. Yeah, I'll have some of that.
I think two things could be true, right? I think maybe it's partly a character, but partly what? When you squeeze an orange, you're not going to ever get anything but orange juice, right? If someone's acting vile, they're saying vile things, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, you're playing a character, but that's coming from a real place at some point. It's coming from somewhere.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, we know people. Let's face it, he's no actor. He would never be an actor. So, and we hear the way he switches. So even though when he goes out with his baldy head, he talks to, like, he does the live stream, and he talks as if he's like, a black mummy. When he goes into a shop, he talks normally. So, I mean, what are we doing? Are you going as Hussy? Why are you not going out as Hussy? The only reason, or the only time he's ever gone out in the wig is at night time, or occasionally, very occasionally, like when he met that guy in the restaurant, and the black guy came in and twerked. Then, and also when he abused that family. He doesn't have the strength. You know what I believe? I don't think he's got the strength of character to go out during the day in the hussy wig. I really don't. I don't think he can deal with the people looking at him. What?
I wouldn't blame him. It would take a lot. It would take a lot of courage to go out in that character.
But I'm sorry, Edna, if you had a real conviction and you really saw yourself as a different character, okay, you put on some, a wig and slap on some, black foundation and go out, and put on purple lips, then if you had conviction in that person as somebody that you've created, then why wouldn't you go out?
That's
Like
probably
that?
why he's so angry. Like, if he's not able to express himself the way he wants, that's probably how it oozes out.
Oh, Edna. Bridge, you want to join me in Edna's world? I think we should join Edna. I want to live in her world. Oh. Was it Hussy who accused Vicky about the Gucci scarf, or was that Jan's views? No, it was Vicky. It was Vicky took somebody back for a night of
that's what she
passion. Yeah. No, that's interesting.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's saying, was it Hussy that accused Vicky, or was it Ken that accused Vicky?
Oh,
which one was it?
Interesting. Yeah. Don't know. Who knows? Was he in his wig at the time? Who knows? Who cares? Couldn't give a monkeys.
And then even after this happened, Bottom Boy is still weak, indicating that what he didn't mean much.
I have to say, to make homophobic slurs is disgusting on all levels. Okay, I'm being serious now. I think it's disgusting on all levels. I've got gay friends, and even if I didn't have them, I could understand how insulting it would be to read some of the crap and the nastiness that people write about gay people, men or women. So for this straight man, to write about another straight man in this way is disgusting. Absolutely. There's no excuse for it. It's disgusting. And I may talk about people, like I talk about the steaming one, I talk about Peter Mon, who are both gay men. I have never ever slanted them for their sexuality, because it's irrelevant to me. It doesn't matter to me. So yeah, I'm just disgusted by it. I just can't. I've got gay mods. Point them out to me, Sasha. I didn't know.
It's Sasha. Sasha is our token gay mod.
I know he is. I was joking. I know. And you know what? I honestly, it means nothing to me. It really doesn't. And I'm not going to say, oh, well, I've got friends who are gay, because that's like, racist saying, oh, well, I've got friends, I've got black friends. But trust me, it means nothing. It's nothing. And if anything, I think they're bloody brave in speaking out about it and, claiming who they really are, because they are so persecuted. It makes me sick. It does. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
it just does. Sorry to sound off, but yeah, I hate it.
Much to you. This whole SWAT thing that you say he did doesn't mean so much. Sure, these two are well. They are not well, you guys.
I believe that. I think that they're both seriously unwell.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there's nothing else. I mean, what excuse can you have?
Not at all. Hey, Caslu. Principal Todd. So good to see you. Maybe I knew you were here. I don't know.
Oh, that Principal Todd, didn't he come over here last week? He gets himself about a bit, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I think we've spoken enough on this, really. Yeah, he uses the kid again for sympathy.
Oh my good, it's the same thing. It's like he's on repeat. It's a repeat episode. He just talks about the same thing all the time, years and years later.
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
have
like,
a non-girl world topic.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this teacher. He's a young black
Oh,
educator.
the hair thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
Do you
mm-hmm.
want to describe it, Bridge?
Now
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So he was in class. Apparently, this was on a Friday at the end of the week, and it was free time. And he needed his hair taken down. He was immediately going from work to a hair appointment. He hadn't had time to take down his hair, so he elected to have some of the female students, girls in the class, undo his hair. And as this
so
is
hang on a
happening,
minute. Hang on a minute. He's a
mhm,
black guy, yeah. So
yeah,
he's got like, okay, all
and
right,
these are black students.
Mm-hmm.
okay,
And he is a younger student or a younger teacher, and
yeah.
he's live streaming it. So this is how everybody knows about it. Like
Mm-hmm.
apparently he has a social media page, and he posts about being a teacher a lot, and the school is aware and X, Y, and Z. But in his live stream, people are like, "That's inappropriate," and I just wanted, as you with your education background, what do you think about that, Jan?
How old were the students?
Maybe they're like 12.
Mm-hmm. They look middle school.
Hmm. I don't know. I think the age of the kids um is important in the story. 12. So they've just gone into middle school over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. How do I feel about that?
So what I was thinking, like initially, I was kind of like, I mean, it wouldn't have been me, but I don't necessarily have a problem with it. But the more I kind of heard different perspectives, I was like, it's definitely inappropriate, like unprofessional for him to,
Mm-hmm.
and on one level, be using this unpaid labor of the
Yep.
student.
I
Yep.
get it. Yeah. I think I'm leaning towards that. I'm not thinking of the Labour thing, but I'm thinking it's kind of crossing, it's kind of blurring the boundaries between student and teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would look at. And I think, and I know it's only hair, but it's quite a personal thing to
Mm-hmm.
do. So he was taking out braids or something, was he?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the kids were helping. Yeah, I
Yep.
would be more concerned that he was crossing the boundaries of student and teacher. That's what I think. What do you think, Bridge?
Well, because I was thinking about myself, like, okay, I've gone into work and I work with children, and okay, what do I look like? Okay, it's the end of the day. I got a hair appointment at 4 o'clock. Help me take out my weave so I
Right?
can get into it. No,
You wouldn't do that, would you?
no. You pay the extra cost for a takedown when you get to the shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Or at the very least, I wouldn't live stream it.
Right.
And the thing is, he doubled and tripled down on it. Even when people are like, well, what about this? He was like, no, I'm not thinking about these kids, X, Y, and Z, and blah, blah, blah. And another point that I saw was that, you know what? He might be a quote unquote good guy. He never do anything to a child, X, Y, and Z, but he's opening the door to allow that behavior to happen by somebody who isn't a good person and who
Mm-hmm.
does have, what I mean, negative or does have bad intentions. So if they see Mr. So and so doing X, Y, and Z, that might, because I mean, the way
Yeah.
people groom children, Like it happens right underneath your nose. And if you have one teacher that they're allowing to be intimate in this way, why would they raise flags for somebody else?
Putting all that to the side, in what work environment would you be taking down your hair?
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's like it's the end of the day. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's 5:50. I'm gonna take out my hair at work. Come
So
on.
put it all right, turn it a bit, give it a bit of a twist. It's a white guy. Okay, it's a white guy in an all white school. He's a white guy who's got really long hair, so he normally wears it in a man bun. And one day after school, he's like taking it down, and the girls are like, "Oh, sir, do you mind if we brush your hair?" What do you think the school would say? Again, that would be totally inappropriate.
Yeah. Because it'd be different if it was like because we've seen stories of instructors or teachers doing children's hair. Like, they might come to school unkempt and they do their hair. That's one thing. But it's like the power dynamic between a student and a teacher that makes it completely inappropriate.
And second of all, I don't want kids are nasty. They got little nasty hands, sticky hands. Don't be in my head.
I think they're old enough to be, a bit cleaner.
No, they still stink, especially at 12, 13 years old. Them kids stink.
Okay.
Do they? I've never noticed that.
No, because like the girl, I've walked into rooms, and because that's around the time where they have to start wearing deodorant, and then some of them forget.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Open the window.
Oh, you know what? You're right. That's when I had to start putting the deodorant in my backpack because I'll always be running out the door.
True. It's like when your friends start stepping away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Edna, you smell. Yeah, a bit today, love. Yeah. So what? Yeah, I just want to address that. Did he come in? Yeah, you need to stop stalking people. You're not invited over here. You're not welcome over here, hussy. So just stop it, okay? And especially leave Hissy Wig alone, okay? Just go about your business, okay? And just stay out of my my channel.
Okay. I just noticed his PFP. That is hilarious.
What?
His profile picture
of Hissy Wig.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yes. Yeah. They use that on Twitter. I love it. I have actually used it on my streams before.
So funny.
So yeah, so getting back to that story, how has it ended? Was he reprimanded by the school? I should expect that. I would expect
just
that he was reprimanded.
Well, what I heard was I heard it on Twitter that somebody said that the whole class had to write a letter, basically like kind of defending him because he's in jeopardy. He's in jeopardy of losing his job.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think he should lose his job, but I do think that because I do think it's important to have like educators on these apps. Like he is young, he is culturally, relatable to the kids. Like I think there's a lot of positives to him being in the classroom. It sounds like he's a really loved and respected teacher.
Especially as a Black man, because they are always calling for Black male teachers.
Yeah.
But it's important to also not excuse his inappropriateness. You know what I mean? Like he could be held accountable without losing his job, I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
like he messed up. Okay, so
hang on, I'm just googling it. Teacher has hair done in school. Viral middle school. Okay, shall we have a look at this quickly before we go?
Go right ahead.
All right, let's see. Male teacher. Okay, just one sec, guys. Let's get this up. Oh, hang on. Of course, it's an advert. Always a damn advert. So let's get this up. Right. Okay, let's see this. This is a day ago.
About Aussie 3-minute miracle.
That
That's when
conditioner is
Aussie
not that
tames
great.
any man.
It's not
Awesomely
for us.
conditioned hair.
Edna does make me
Aussie,
laugh.
the UK's #1 conditioning treatment. Have you
Yeah,
tried it yet?
I've used Aussie before.
Yeah.
Oh my
But it's not
God,
that
we've got
great.
2 lots of adverts. Sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourselves, all right?
Whatever life throws at you, laugh through it with comedy on Audible.
Oh, that's funny. That would be me.
So I was scrolling Instagram and I came across this post of this male teacher who had his female students taking down his hair. And I had an immediate reaction, and I want to broach the subject. I have talked about unpaid labor so much on my pages, and I see this as completely inappropriate. I don't care that.
Okay, which one of you said about the wages thing?
That was me, and this is the woman that I got it from.
Oh, okay. Oh, how funny. Okay. If you still want to watch it.
Yeah, go right ahead. I like her.
That this may look innocent or whatever, but there should be some boundaries between a teacher-student relationship.
Yeah.
Kids taking down other kids' hair, cool, that's their peer group. But the power dynamics, the optics of this is just so inappropriate to me. And I want to have this discussion. What do you think about this? Automatically, I just see girls being groomed to consistently stay in that lane of servicing a man. And
see, I didn't even look at it like that. I didn't
Yeah, because I
even.
think we come from a different generation where it's expected,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we need to stop
maybe.
it.
Yeah, you've got a point. I'm not sort of, defuting the or misfute. Oh, must be late. Sorry, guys. I'm not defuting the point.
in the Black community, we already see enough mules and mammies. And this man in his video is very soft-spoken. I don't know what kind of teacher he is. He may be extra cool. He said that the students love him, but there should be some kind of delineation between student and teacher, that I do not see any boundaries. All of these girls, he asked the girls to do it. They said yes. They descended upon his hair. They tackled the job, but it's still girls, or, girls and women, in this case, girls, being used for their unpaid labor, because he said that he didn't have the time to get his hair taken down before a hair appointment, which is a him problem. And he literally should have just paid his stylist extra because he didn't have time. Instead, he is using the.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I just didn't see it that way. I just saw it as the teacher student thing.
Time and energy and resources of these little girls. And I just think that this is just the group type of grooming behavior that gets girls used to serving men. And just, I don't know, that there are inappropriate relationships that start at school. There really are. And this teacher does not look that old. And you don't know what these girls are thinking as they are just willingly servicing this man. Y'all gonna have to weigh in, though.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird. So, of course, I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may.
Okay, so Sasha's made a point. It would have been different if it was a lady teacher. Okay. So do we think like the sex of the teacher makes a big difference here because it's women that are doing it, or it's young girls that are doing it?
I think it does make a difference, but at the base level, it doesn't, because it's still inappropriate.
Yeah. I mean, I forgot to pay attention to what you said. Did he get the sack or what? What happened?
No,
It hasn't finished yet.
Yeah.
Like, it's still pending.
Oh, okay. Oh, look. I don't think he should lose his job if he's a good teacher, as long as there's nothing else that the school are concerned about. I don't think he should lose his job, but I think he should be told that, he's allowed the blurred lines between teacher and student, and
I
that's
think
something you should never do.
I think that he's even stupider because he had this on his social media where he says that he says that the parents follow him, but then he brought it to a wider audience because he wanted to get everybody else's opinion too.
Yes, and that's the point where I'm like, he doesn't deserve to lose his job, but he does need to take accountability because he obviously doesn't understand the problem.
Right. Right.
And then to get the students to write a letter, shall we just play it? And we can watch what happens with that, and then we can still talk. But I think also to get who was it who got the students to write the letter?
You know what? I'm not too sure. I don't know if it was a school or if he had them do it. I have no idea.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't think there should have been a letter, of the girls. And I mean, obviously, they're old enough, they know what they're doing and everything, but
No, they don't.
Because he's still in a position of power. He's
they're so impressionable. I'm thinking, even if I was in college, you know what I mean? Like, there's a power dynamic with your instructor where you're trying to get an A. You're trying, you know what I mean? So that comes into play. Like, I remember I passed French. Like, this reminded me of a teacher that I had. She was going through a divorce. We didn't learn not a dang lick of French that year. You know what I mean? But she was like, okay, if you're a good kid, I like you. I'm going to give you a B. You talk up or you do whatever, you get a C. Like, there was maybe 2 people who studied on their own and they got legitimate A's. So this happens, but the thing is, it was the early 2000s, late, you know what I mean? It was a different time. So of course there was no, social media wasn't, nobody knew. But the thing is, he's been platformed, and you can't allow this to go unchecked because he's being so brazen about it.
Yeah, and also, you look at those girls, it's like, most black girls, they know exactly how to do hair, because they've been doing it all their lives, or watching when their mothers had it done and all the rest of it. They know exactly what they're doing. And so I am kind of, the more I'm watching him and watching his demeanor, I am thinking, oh, well, yeah, maybe he didn't want to pay the extra money to get it done.
Listen, look, did you just see all them girls had rat tail combs? Who is walking around in there with rat tail combs in their backpack?
Yeah.
Who brought them rat tail combs?
You think? No, I had a comb in my backpack.
It was like 4 rat tail combs. Everybody is not coming to school with a rat tail comb.
You think he came?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because who is walking around with a rat tail comb?
I didn't even think about the fact that he planned to do this. Maybe that's why he's so, 10 toes down.
Yeah, we could be right.
Then at the very least, he should be paying these girls. There's work study in school.
I'm telling you, if one of them gets out of a tub of blooming grease, then that's it. Then we know, right? These girls were prepared. They were absolutely prepared to do this guy's hair. We know what we're talking about, don't we, girls?
Yep.
You know what? If I had any question about your blackness, the grease sealed it.
Oh yeah. We need the grease. So I'm just looking. I'm looking for the grease. That girl here, I think she could have some in her hand. Because you telling me he's just gonna have all these taken out, and his hair's gonna be sat there like a big frizz. I don't know. Let's see.
I had cool teachers, and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher.
No. You're blurring the lines. You can't do that.
You can have a relationship with your students without them doing your hair.
Yeah.
Because do you feel the same, girls, that it is it's a personal thing, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. Somebody having their hands in my head is very intimate.
Yes.
Yeah.
He might as well have brought his dirty clothes and said, "Come on, do my laundry."
Right? I mean,
Ooh,
it's on that same
you've got a
level.
point.
Uh-huh.
You have got a point there.
My students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time to get to know my students outside of academics because caring for the whole child is what's important. Some of these
You
students
just
have
couldn't
been
have
with me since I
conversation.
was a substitute 4 years ago.
You can just
Yeah.
have a conversation with the kids. I've had many conversations with kids. I know what's going on in their lives, and it's half the stuff I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen,
But also, what is he teaching? This doesn't look like cosmetology to me.
no.
Like, let's not pretend like this is it's further educating them in any kind of way. You know, taking down his hair. Get out of here.
Hey, Howard. Hope you're well. Welcome. We're nearly finishing. We're just having a look at this story about this male teacher.
They see me as a big brother or a father figure, as some of them say.
Say no,
Mm-mm.
no,
Yeah.
no. It looks like he's already blurred the
Yep.
line. This isn't good. And I hate to say it, but I mean, he's not a bad-looking guy. Maybe these girls like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
no, not good.
And me, I don't want kids of my own. So all of these kids are
And it could be
literally
a
my
completely
children.
innocent, like
And in
schoolgirl
case you're
crush, but the fact that it's still
Mm-hmm.
there should not
Yep.
be, what's the word?
Encouraged.
Mm-hmm.
Fertilized. But you know what I'm trying to say. Encouraged,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Encouraged will do, love. All right. Forget the
Yeah, thank you.
fertilization. Just stop it.
Nurtured. That's what I'm
Jesus.
saying.
My memory is bad tonight. Why? What have I said? I didn't say we've just started. What do you mean we just started? No, I meant to say we've just started looking at this, but
Yeah.
we're going in a minute. We've been on for
Yeah.
2.5 hours. I'm telling you, these girls keep me on all bloody night. God's sake. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Hal.
you're wondering about their parents, most of them follow me on social media and always talk about my videos with their kids. They always tell me that they're so grateful that their kids have someone like
What's
me
he
in their
doing?
life. In my
What's he saying to them? He's telling them what to do with the no.
Wait, no. He's just saying that their parents watch his social media videos, right?
Yeah, I know. Now that's another thing that wouldn't happen over here. You if you work in a school, you have to shut down all your social media.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that wouldn't happen over here. No, the point I was trying to make was he was pointing out to the girls what to do with his hair.
Oh,
I'd be like, right, that's done. That's done, sir. I'm off. All right. I'm looking like that now.
They're well aware of my social media presence and they love my videos. To me, this is just another wholesome moment that I'm having with my kids that I was fortunate enough to catch on film. Since I'm a science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis.
Oh, right. So he's a science teacher.
Mm-mm.
What? And he's got some sort of lizard in his hand now just to prove it. Okay. I'm still looking for the Vaseline. Come on, where is it?
Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of relationship that I like to foster in my class is mutualism or
Oh no, stop it, man.
Yeah, he's making all kinds of excuses.
And the whole tone that he's using, like you're the educator. You're supposed to be commanding like confidence and respect in front of your students, and you're coming on with this little meek, mousy voice, like, sir, get out of here.
Don't like it. Sorry, matey, you've lost me. You lost me at the lizard. And that's the end of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go and brew myself some tea quickly. It's only 2:00. So guys, lovely ladies, my lovely ladies. Thanks for joining me again tonight. We've covered so much tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Fun, lovely. Always fun to chat, isn't it?
It is.
So any plans for the weekend, you two?
I do my final walkthrough of my new place, so
Oh, nice.
yeah. And I
What, you're
closed.
moving? You got a
Yeah,
new place?
I bought a home, so I closed Monday. Fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Wow, I'm so happy for you. Is it in the same town?
It is. I mean, you know
Brilliant.
how people are around here. Monty been and Googled and found out exactly where I live, so I can't say too much.
Oh, oh my
Love you, Monty.
That's a bit worrying. What'd you tell him for?
No, I'm
Oh my-
just joking. But
oh,
you give certain landmarks and people put two and two together.
mhm.
You know Monty would do it.
Mad. Anyway, girlies, I'm off tomorrow I've got to go. My daughter is taking the kids to a theme park because we do have them over here.
Nice.
And so they'll be going on massive roller coasters, and I've got to go and walk the dog. So, yeah, that's my Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm going into London, meet my son up there, go to Camden. So I'm looking forward to that. What about you, Bridge? Got any plans, darling, or are you studying?
No, I gotta finish this last draft of this paper, so I
Yeah.
can finally turn it in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at Sasha. Look at Sasha. I think Jan should make an appearance in Monty. He doesn't like it when I appear in there.
She got cussed all the way out by Monty last time.
I know. They don't like it. People are always scared when I come in. I think it's because I and they don't like it. Tough titties.
They don't enjoy your trolling, Jan. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I think it's funny as well, but hey, never mind. Oh dear. Anyway, thanks for coming, girlies. Really
Thank you.
appreciated it. Good fun. And thanks to the chat. Thanks for all joining in. Great to see you all in here. And yeah, you take care of yourselves out there because it's a rotten old world. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend. So until the next one, I just got to find my yeah, okay. Until the next one. Bye bye for now.